Hey everyone, this is Joey Giesting, and these are my leadership interviews. The first person I interviewed would be Lynn Henning. Some of the background on her: she's a mother of four in her later 50s who works in inside sales with a business degree. When I asked her what is leadership and what makes an effective leader, she said that a leadership is someone who takes charge for the good of all. An effective leader is someone who is very direct and working for the overall good of the ones they are leading. Difference between management and leadership would be: management are the ones who work with people and put ideas into effect, while leadership are the ones who generate the ideas and influence them. I asked her to name an effective leader, and she said that Martin Luther King was a very effective leader because he was the one who led one of the biggest movements in the United States. Lisa Warman, who is a 55-year-old mother of three, who also works in inside sales with a business degree, and her definition of a leadership and an effective leader would be: leadership is one of the ones who take control and oversee ongoing projects. An effective leader is someone who is confident in what they do, as well as able to inspire the ones they are overseeing within the company. The difference between management and leadership would be: managers are the ones who take control of the implementations, while leaders have the power of the visions within the company. I asked her to name an effective leader, and she said Winston Churchill was a very effective leader because he was able to boost his country's morale when they were very low during the World War II. Margaret Pillar, who is a mother of one in her early 60s who works with military packaging. When I asked her to define leadership, she said leadership is the ability to inspire and influence others. An effective leader is someone who is honest and upfront and is able to use that to benefit their cause. The difference between management and leadership is that management keeps the project moving along smoothly, while leaders take care of planning out the project. When I asked her to name an effective leader, she brought up Ronald Reagan. She said that Ronald Reagan was a very effective leader because he was down to earth and spoke from the heart, but at the same time he took control and did his job rather than letting others depict what he was supposed to do. Another person I interviewed would be Paul Eckes. He's a 36-year-old sales manager and father of three with a degree in marketing. When I asked him to define leadership, he said that leadership are the ones who overlook the entirety of a project. He said that an effective leader should be an example setter who guides the rest of the company. Difference between management and leadership is that management oversees and empowers its employees, while leaders are involved more in the overall goal of the company. I asked him to name an effective leader. He said that Colin Powell was a very effective, proven military leader during the Persian Gulf War. The last person I interviewed would be Kyle No. He's a 19-year-old studying health sciences at University of Cincinnati. I asked him what leadership was, and he said that leadership is someone who takes charge and makes sure things get done. An effective leader inspires others and leads by example. The differences between management and leadership are that management looks over projects to ensure they are done right, while leaders are the ones who show the way and inspire management throughout the projects. I asked him to name an effective leader, and he said that George Washington was an effective leader because he was able to pave the way for the rest of the country, being the first president of the United States. Some of the differences I saw were that there really were no differences. Overall, I did not see anything that was different between the people I interviewed. For the most part, everybody came up with the same similar qualities, but they took a little bit different approach. The most common definition of a leader I saw was that a leader would be someone who takes charge of a project and inspires everyone to work together to complete the overall goal. The only differences I saw within or from the classroom to the interviews where people did not include some of the things such as intelligence and passion and drive of a person, which is what we came up with in the classroom. But I think that was mainly because they were put on the spot and did not have time to think as deeply as we discussed in class. Other than a few minor things not mentioned, I think their perceptions of leadership were fairly similar to those discussed in class. The closest definition to mine, what I would have to say, would be Lisa Moorman. I believe that an effective leader does need to take charge and be confident in what they are doing. Along with that, I agree with everyone else's definition to an extent, but I see my definition reflecting Lisa's the most. My overall definition now, in this point in my life, is that I believe a leader should be the one who takes charge of a project and inspires the people around them to get the work at hand complete. At the same time, I also believe a leader should be well educated and confident in their role, as well as willing to lead by example. And I just want to thank everybody for listening to my interviews. and I look forward to seeing the responses.